First of all, I would like to pay homage to the Buddha, who is the exalted one and enlightened one. May I pay homage to the Dhamma as a teaching of the Buddha, as a natural truth. And the last one, may I pay homage to the Sangha, who are the noble one and all the disciples of the Buddha. Good evening. Welcome everyone to Monkchat Facebook Live. Dear all friends, dear all venerables, and for all audiences who are following and watching this Facebook Live and also YouTube Live simultaneously right now. So you are following the Dhamma discussion provided by Monkchat program. And today I am Pra Sontavi Intasaro, who is the moderator for this Monkchat program Facebook Live. And also I would like to introduce as my guest, who is the going to be my partner to join me discuss about the Dhamma and different questions from all of you as well. Okay. So may I inform something before we move on to our Dhamma discussion? For Monkchat Facebook page, right now we provide several online programs such as online teaching, we just provide on Thursday, and also a little bit of Dhamma talk on radio, which is also online share to Monkchat Facebook as well. And today is focusing on Dhamma discussion, which is we will invite different monks, different country as well, to have question and answer, and also provide some advice and idea concerned to Buddhist practice, and also general idea to daily basis to develop our life and leading to change our behavior to get a better life. So I'm very pleased to have Venerable Sanyadet Vongsopa to be here. Namaskaran, Ajahn.
Namaskar.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Yes. So today, our intention is to focusing on some question concerned to mental development. Okay, and dear to all audiences, you are allowed to send some question, okay, to the comments box, and then after we discuss several questions, after that we will move to the Q&A from the audience. So this is more like informal discussion. So you are allowed to participate. It's very grateful if you have something to participate this Facebook Live with us. Okay. Let me introduce something which is before we leading to the question about mental development. In this day, we accept that our daily life involved in technology, social medias, and different platforms. On the smartphone, we sometimes I see some posts of Venerable Sanyadet. Also, he mentioned a lot about using this thing. Also, you have to invest. You have to invest with all these kind of things, and sometimes it's kind of distraction as well if it's too much. So we under current of the world as a consumerism, many like investor, people who have influence, provide so many things, content, and even we don't want to consume those information or those news, those um, uh, media. But when we are on the screen, that's community. Sometimes they share something that it's distort and distract to your mind, to the your mental quality. So leading someone get um, uh, feeling of sadness, some get mad, get anger, because of have seen some violence, some news that happen in the societies. Sometimes people have pessimistic, be a pessimistic. So that's why today I would like to discuss with Venerable Sanyades to advise, some mental development to strengthen our mental quality, to have more self-control, how to take care our mental. Or as a monk, we face this kind of situation as well. When we use the social media, sometimes it happen. So that's why I would like to Venerable Sanyade to share his point of view, and based on Buddhist practice, how to uh, strengthen our mental to move forward during this current of the world that going on. Yeah.
Would you please repeat the question again?
Yes. Okay. It will be long. Okay. How to strengthen, like develop
Ah, okay.
our mind quality of mind, to moderate. Okay. To moderate um, uh, all the emotion. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say moderate our emotion, not to swing to very sadness or anger when we
Mm-hmm.
disturb or distract from uh, those unwanted feeling. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes for me, it's
Hmm.
not so difficult for me also sometimes.
Yes.
But we try to understand. We try to understand that that is the nature of human being. That is the nature of social media or social environment. As long as we have our six sense, we have eyes, we have ears, and of course, we have to contact with the external objects like the hearsay, the news, or what people talk about. Yeah. Even sometimes we don't want to see on the social media, but the new feeds appear or pops up into our screen, and at that moment it depends on our um, our mind to continue to see or just to let it go or just to leave it. But most people interest
Yes.
in what is going on, what is happening around the world. That's why most of us are being distracted by the uh, social environment, distracted
Hmm.
by the the news,
Yes.
distracted by what we don't want to see, we don't want to hear, we don't want to know. We have to be selective. We have to be selective. We have to choose what we want to know. Otherwise, we let the news, the situations, especially the violent situation, the bad news, to come into our mind, and then we are going to be clouded by those of unwanted. Is we can say that it's kind of a junk news, a junk food. If we eat some kind of junk food, then it will harm to ourselves. It will be harmful to our health. The same, the same as the new fish or something that we consume on social media or on the internet. It will be a kind of a junk food to our thought, and then the the situation, the mind, our mind will be clouded and will be gloomy, whatever. I don't know what to say. Not so clear, not so light. So we have to set up the schedule. We have to set up to manage ourselves what time we'll come to use the internet. And for those who work for the page, Facebook page, you can set up the schedule. What time you will publish your Facebook page. Sometimes you have to set up the schedule at 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock every day, and then you don't want to come. You don't need to come back to view it again and again. You can come one times a day as the time you schedule, and then to do so is to protect yourself from wasting your time uh, on surfing the internet rather than being with yourself in the real world, not only in the digital world. Otherwise, you waste your time um, on social media. Okay, and of course, according to Buddhism, mindfulness is very useful for us. We have to be mindful for whatever we are consuming, especially on the news, on the something on the social media. So that is what I want to say. Mindfulness, to be mindful, to know the the moderation, to know the moderation. You know what something if is excessive, like when you eat something. If you eat a lot, you feel not healthy, you feel not comfortable for yourself. The same thing. If you see a lot of things, it's not very useful for you. Okay, you have to be more mindful on the world of consumerism, materialism, or whatever. Okay.
Mhm. So we we can apply this technology, right, to uh, facilitate our work and our contact, and but we should have order, right? It means that all the schedule, that's mean to oh, sorry, discipline. Discipline.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should have discipline. That's one of the things to remind us, to remind and to aware of, we call the main value, that we
Mhm.
use this device, use this, um, let's say, apps or whatever, focusing on. So our how Buddhism view about all the value, when we use things, how to balance, the value of uh, things. Sometimes those things have two sides, like for example, uh, Facebook or social media also provide a lot of entertainment and also provide a lot of, benefit for flow our work. So how to find balance between this?
As I mentioned before, we have to schedule ourselves. We have to be disciplined. That what time we will come to use the internet. What time we have to set up the schedule. For
Mm,
me, for me, I I I always come. I always appear on the internet around 7 to 8 in the morning in order to live stream for a Dhamma program, and in the evening around 8 to 9 I broadcast English in Buddhism. For other time I just wait to check up the message, whether my friends, my relative, or my co-workers, my colleagues send me about the works. Yeah, that's all. But sometimes it's very difficult to control ourselves, especially we would like to check it again and again. It seems that somebody contact with you all the time. But in order to be more uh, disciplined, to be more disciplined about this, uh, we have to stay away. Stay away from mobile phone. Sometimes I switch off my mobile phone and put it under my pillow. When I go outside, when I go outside to the post office, to somewhere else, I leave my mobile phone in temple, and then I freely go somewhere. I don't need to check it up again and again. That is my technique. Just few days ago, I leave my mobile phone here in the monastery, and then I go to the university. You can do. I think everyone can do. Just to um, the reason why people always check out the mobile phone, because we have a lot of worries. We worry about something. We think that we are very busy and have a lot of things to do. But if we consider ourselves, we don't have anything to do. You know, we check our work. Oh, you are not a businessman. You don't need you don't need to take care of your works, and then you can let it go. You can leave it for a while. But for those who work every moment, every hour, is very necessary for you to take with you every time your mobile phone. For me as a monk, I don't need to do anytime. I don't need to have it anytime. As a Buddhism, you know, we can disconnect ourselves from the outside world and connect ourselves within to be at the present moment.
right.
Yeah,
Connect to body,
yeah, body and
mind
mind.
and body. uh,
Yes. Mhm.
uh, so to um, to be disciplined
Mhm.
is very important and very crucial, right?
Yeah.
To have this thing, and also this is in the level of we call the, if compared to um, Buddhist practice, sila, right? To
Sila.
have the, to have a discipline, and when we slowly avoid, sometimes you leave it at your room and you avoid to use it, it's
Mm-hmm.
automatically let your mind peaceful by itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's immediately moved to the samadhi, right? We will have concentration to what we are doing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in this present day, people don't concentrate to things around them, especially nature, much than concentrate on the screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we have to accept. It doesn't mean that that's wrong, but this is what the people in the society going on to this way. Everything put it on the screen, on the phone. But um, Prajan or Prajan Sayadit also guide that. We uh, don't forget another word. It's our our natural word is um, connect uh, body and mind together. Also can arise happiness. Happiness also arise from this um, connection. Body and mind connect to each other. Not only we connect to environment happen to going on around us only. So uh, this thing not just only happen, okay, to individual, but happen to you know bigger group, and sometimes cause that disease become a disease. Yes, become addicted.
Yeah.
Some people have to go to the center to healing themselves,
Really?
to get away from this. Yes, if they stay away from this thing, they feel upset, they feel lonely, they
Mm-hmm.
they have no meaning to live. They need
Mm-hmm.
all these device around them, so it's become one of the addict. Yes, so that's
I
why
hear you.
yes,
I
yes.
think it's a kind of addicted.
Hmm.
Is is more, maybe it's more dangerous or more serious than drugs, because people are very busy with themselves, using the mobile phone all the time. They don't take care people around them. They don't care about the people in their family, but they care only the people far away from them. And the connection, the relationship between fathers, mother, brother, sister in the family are far away. It seems like they live in a long distance, not in the same family. Yeah. And sometimes it causes um, a break among husband and wife. you know Husband and wife. It seem like there are a lot of this kind of problem uh,
Hmm.
in the society, because people, they don't have um, self-control. They are not at the present moment. Most of the people, they use a lot of this kind of technology. Actually, they are lonely and they are suffer. They are suffering. Because of suffering, they express themselves through the screen. They express something inside their mind, inside their themselves. They are lonely. Even they live with boyfriend's husband, but they need more. Someone to talk to, someone to to talk with them. That does mean that they are not enough. They are not enough. So the thing is that
Mm-hmm.
they have to know the enoughness. They have to know, uh, they have to learn how to be with themselves. They have to learn how to live with the real world rather than to live in the on uh, rather than living in the screen, you know, in a
Mm.
mobile phone.
Yeah, but
It's the fake world. It's the fake world. It's the
uh,
virtual world, not the real world.
but we are allowed to follow this kind of talk, right? To
Yeah. Of
develop.
course.
Yes, yes,
And even this kind of digital world is has some
yes.
side effects for those who
Mm-hmm.
use a lot, overuse. But if we know the moderation how to use it, for example, as a monk, we use the technology to communicate with our friends and to propagate the Buddha's teachings. And
Yes,
sometime we use to share our knowledge. We use
yes.
for classroom. It's okay, I think. That is the benefits of this kind of thing of social media. Hmm.
So,
But for those who
mhm.
work for entertainment, for games, for you know destroying other people's, like to cause the disharmony amongst the society, that is that is not good for the society.
So the most important thing, right, to uh, live around, surround this, we what we call the facilities, some things to help us to have more convenient to live, to develop our life living. What that's the dream of uh, inventor, to
Mm-hmm.
produce and invent
Mm-hmm.
all this to facilitate our life living, to be easy, to be convenient. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but apply what uh, also Buddha laid out the um, uh, this principle. We have to contemplate, right? Contemplate, yeah, to consider first, to contemplate, to consider uh, what what is the uh, benefit and the side effect, and the main value, and what is the fake value. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so we can use all kinds of this properly when we
Mm-hmm.
apply this. So we also be self-control in the same time when we
Mm-hmm.
have this contemplation and consider all kinds that we are using. So I will show these comments from Mr. Daniel uh, Earthman. He said that we need to refocus people's minds from mobile device to their proper body mind experience.
Just comment, not
Yeah.
not
Okay.
question. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with him.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for comments to share. We have to reconnect, refocus
Yeah, we
people's
focus.
mind and body. Um, One of the most important thing in our life is relationship, right? To
Yeah.
to have to have a good relationship to things around us. When we have a family, if we have a good relationship to each other in the family, of course, this power of happiness and uh, feeling of joy because everyone smile each other. We have uh, like happy mind. So whatever we are doing, work, business, going better. So as a monk, why we don't have those kind of relationship? Okay, but we can have a peaceful life because our body and mind get a good relationship to each other and relationship between monks community as well. So this thing can uh, cause we live in a peaceful life as well. So may I read these comments in order to acknowledge to all the comments. You can send comments. Okay, write something to share and participate to this Facebook Live. We are happy to read and answer your question. This question from Sampon Nirawong. This problem is common to many people who see most people using their phone playing video games. Okay, yes, just only the comments. Okay. So next thing that I would like to discuss with uh, Venerable Sanyadet is um, about meditation technique
Mhm.
that many people uh, seeking for also many techniques. Some uh, like a traveler look like a meditator, meditation traveler. They have been to different meditation centers. Uh,
Mhm.
for example, some Lao meditators have been also to many places in Thailand as well. Sometimes Myanmar. Okay, okay, we understand that they also have their own reason to seek. Okay, to investigate different techniques. But some people they confusing themselves after they have learned several techniques. Uh, so I would like to discuss with you that how to like guide people, that what is the essence of the meditation, rather than focus on the technique. We go to the heart that we have to focus on. Yes.
So the purpose of practicing meditation is to calm the mind and to
Mhm.
in order to empower our mind to be more powerful in order to have a strength to overcome the
Yes.
defilements, to overcome the defilements, the problem. For those who practice meditation, their mind will have more power, willpower, and we practice in order to concentrate, to calm our mind, and to sharpen our mindfulness. Because with our mindfulness, we may lose our control in many things. For example, when we work, we encounter with difficult people. We have a lot of conflicts among our workplace, in at our workplace among our colors. For those who never practice meditation, they will be very, easily get angry. They will be very easily angry. And it means that they are hot tempered and respond quickly to their partners. For those who their partner who contact with them. But for those who practice mindfulness or practice meditation, they know how to pause. They know how to stop for a while when they encounter with some kind of this situation, especially when they deal with difficult person. They know how to manage themselves. They know how to manage anger. They know how to be at the present moment. Otherwise, if they don't practice, they will become the same as the anger. They will become the same as the emotional, uh, you know, at the emotion that appears at that very moment. So to practice meditation is to catch up or to observe quickly our emotion that happens in our daily life. That is the purpose of practicing meditation. Practicing meditation, it doesn't mean that we have to close our eyes. Uh, it doesn't mean that we practice only when we close our eyes, but we can be mindful at every moment, at any moment, at any posture, wherever we go, whatever we do, we can regard it as the time of practice.
So the technique also uh,
For the
can,
technique,
yes,
for the
yes,
technique, there are many
necessary.
techniques. Yeah, there are many techniques of meditation practice. But when we come back to the ancient time, the Buddha used anapanasati. Anapanasati, the breathing in and breathing out. The mindfulness of breathing, that means we have to focus on our nostril, focus on the breath that come in and out, comes in and comes out. But another time for the meditation master, especially in Thailand, the technique is applied later. They use the mantra, the recite words to recite. When breathing, we recite the word put. When breath out, we recite the word to. In order to emphasize, in order to strengthen the power of mindfulness. If we just, you know, observe or just know the breathing in and breathing out, it consider that it's not strong enough, it's not sharp enough. Then we have to apply another technique. We use the parikama word. In Pali we call parikama word. In English, maybe we use the word mantra. Yeah? But anapanasati, if we practice according to anapanasati sutta, we don't need to use any words, just to be mindful, breathing in and out. When we breathe in long, we have to observe, we have to know that we breathe in long, and breathe out long, we have to observe, just to observe or mindful that we breathe out long. That's okay. And Another technique is that we establish our mind here. We, focus our mind between our eyebrows here. Put it here, and then you don't need to care. You don't need to take care about your breathing in and out. Just to be here, because even you don't focus in here, it works itself. You know, even you know you you live in your daily life. Sometimes you don't focus on your nose, but it works naturally. The breathing in and breathing out, it works naturally, even you don't take care about it. So another kind is you focus on here, focus your mind on here, and then you putto, or you parikama words in here, putto. This kind you can come to concentrate very easily, very fast to concentrate, very fast to be calm. For me, I use this technique. I focus my mind on here, and sometimes I use anapanasati. Sometimes
Okay.
I use sometimes I use rising and falling, according to Mahasi Senyado. Actually, I use many techniques. Sometimes
Depends on
rising,
situation.
yeah, depend on situation. Sometimes
Uh,
rising and falling, nhộp nó phong nó rising, falling. Sometimes just breathing in and out, and I know. Sometimes I focus on here. If I want to be, you know, to be calm very quickly when I
yes.
sit meditation, I focus on here.
Mm-hmm.
It will be, concentrate. I will concentrate very easily within 1 minute to 5 minutes. 1 minute is okay. 1 minute, and then my mind will, my breathing in and out
Right.
will softly, and I will
Mm.
be at the present moment. That is the technique I use. Anyway, any kind of techniques you can use, because the purpose is to be concentrate, to be mindful, and to concentrate your mind, and in order to empower, to cultivate your spiritual practice.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, if I really want to get quickly concentration, long
Mhm.
breathing in, long breathing out, it's worked really well. When
Yeah,
I
good.
feel angry, when I contact with something unwanted, and
Mhm.
your tempered, sorry, your your temperature, your temper heats up. For me, apply long breathing in, long breathing out, and slow down. it's it's helped me a lot for this technique. So for the technique, it also based on and depending on how's your preference. Is it right, Jarita? Your
Temperament.
your
Uh,
temperament.
yeah,
Hmm.
temperament or characteristic.
Your
It's depend on our
characteristic.
character. Yeah.
Right, right.
For me, I use a lot of techniques: rising and falling, breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in, put breathing out, toe. But it's okay. But the most effective method for me is to put my
I
mind
see.
here.
I see.
Yeah, to put my mind here.
I never tried before, and most of
But at first you feel headaches.
oh, I
You
see.
feel you feel uncomfortable. At first you
Hmm.
feel uncomfortable. You feel pain here.
Hmm.
What happened to you, Bante?
I live in the forest monastery,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cars car come in the temple, and they remind monks
Yeah.
that, oh, something
Somebody is coming.
happened. Yes,
Yeah.
somebody is coming, so let you know that it's not
In the real
in the
situation, right?
it's
Good,
not
good.
in the cemetery.
Okay. Good,
Okay,
good.
so let we jump to the question. from audience. So this
Okay.
question from Monk Tong Pian Pantilat. Hello, teachers, monks. I have one question to ask you. How can we make ourselves to get more motivation to practicing meditation in daily life to empower
Hmm.
us to meditate? Yes.
Just do it. Just try. Just try and do it. Throw away
Are
your
they
mobile phone. Yeah, throw away your mobile phone and sit up, sitting
Mm,
meditation. Sit meditation for a while. At first, maybe you begin with 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, and then you develop from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, up to 30 minutes and 1 hour, and then you will familiar yourself with practicing meditation in daily life.
are there any factors to help us empower ourselves? For example, today it's okay, I can do it, but someday, oh, down energy, and oh, I will do it tomorrow.
I think wherever you are and wherever you free, whenever you free, wherever you are,
Mhm.
you can do it. But actually, practicing meditation is not only in the sitting posture. You can even open your eyes, and then you can focus on breathing in and out. Sometimes when you practice meditation, you be with your breathing in and out. Nobody knows that you are practice meditation. Yeah, you can do it
Mm.
anytime in your daily life.
Especially let go of some unnecessary things that
Yeah, yeah,
distract your time, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Of course, of course.
Mm. Okay, for the next question, sorry, not a question, just only a comment. My teacher told me like that. And this comments from Seng Joy in Thachak. I'm
Mhm.
happy to see and listen you, Venerable Sanyadet. Is your
I
fan
open the door. Somebody is coming.
okay? Let me move on. Next comments. Thank you for good advice on meditation. Uh,
Wow, you
okay.
see my
Uh,
Yan, you see my amulet. Wow. Okay, okay, continue. Sorry.
okay, continue. Okay. Hello to Ajahn Kilin.
Uh-huh.
He is the teacher. And comments from Sophie. I'm sorry, it's difficult for me. Personally,
Sophie,
mhm,
I she asked that how many times, many
yes.
hours per day you meditate.
Hmm.
Actually, not not less than 1 hour. Not less than 1 hour. But if in case I'm hurried to go somewhere and waiting for someone, I just sit meditation until somebody comes to pick me up to go somewhere. But before going to bed, I set up the time at least not less than 1 hour. Walking meditation for 1 hour and sit meditation for 1 hour. I mean in daily life, but in the time of meditation retreat, more than that, more than that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Shall we move on to the next question? So
Yes.
he have heard you guide previous question about meditation technique,
Photo.
foot and toe. Can you
Photo.
give the
Photo means
definition?
the definition of Photo is the name of the Buddha. The Buddha. Buddha. Buddha.
Uh,
But we, conjugate this word.
mhm.
We conjugate this word. Actually, the original word Buddha. Buddha means the awakened one, the fully enlightened one. But for those who are not Buddhist, in case
Yes,
you are
yes.
not you are not
Can
Buddhist,
we use another word?
you can breathe in papa and breathe out mama. you know, you don't need to use the word putto. Breathing in papa, breathing out mama, you can use. Okay, it's okay. The technique is just to help yourself to concentrate. Yeah. The essence of practicing meditation is to come back to yourself. So the word
Yes.
putto, it may be suitable for those only who are Buddhist, for those only who are Buddhists. But if you are not Buddhist, you can even use putto as well. Putto means awaken, enlighten. When you focus on this word, it's a kind of contemplation or recollection on the Buddha's virtue. It's
Hmm.
a kind of meditation device, meditative device that we use. There are 40 kinds of techniques actually in Buddhist meditation practice.
So, are there any suitable device that we who are also non-Buddhist and for the general people can uh,
they,
recollect about good
they
things in life?
yeah, they can use the counting
Oh,
techniques.
counting.
For example, when they breathe in, count one, breathe out, count one, and breathe in again, count two, breathe out, count two, up to 10 or 100. You can count up to 100 and backwards, you know, back and forth. Thank you from France.
Okay, so Miss Sophie, uh,
Yeah, good.
yes, and Mr. Seng Choi also
Ah,
shared
cow
that
rep
sometimes.
and right. Yeah, good, good. Oh, okay,
Good.
okay. For walking meditation, yeah. Very easy way. Right, rep. That is, originated from rising and falling methods, according to Mahasi Sayadaw from Myanmar.
Hmm.
Right moving, left moving, right
Yes.
walking, left walking, or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, left light, left life. Actually, left and light, it's just a conventional truth. It's a conventional thing. For the ultimate truth, there is no left and right. Just, you know, ourselves, it's just, nama and rupa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but for
yeah.
the starting, we can
Ah,
acknowledge that right or left first
yeah.
until we get calm and we can observe the reality of the movement, right? If it's healing up or if it's lifting, we focus on the
Mm-hmm.
movement directly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mhm. So that's some of the walking meditation technique. It's
Mm-hmm.
also important to transition to different posture as well, not only sitting, because
Yeah.
we have to practice meditation based on our daily activities. We have
Mhm.
sitting, walking, standing, and laying down.
Yeah.
Very very
There are
comfortable technique.
four main posture: sitting, walking, standing, right,
Yes.
and lying down. And for other additional posture, we can also try to be mindful at any moment. For example, when we eat, we eat something.
Yes.
For example, if you are eating something, you observe your hand stretching to catch some food. You just be mindful or observe at the moment you move your hand to touch the food and to bring it out, to bring it back to your mouth. You just know every moment that you move. That is the way of practicing mindfulness as well. Any moment, any posture, if you are mindful, it can help you, it can facilitate you to get access into meditation very easily at the time you sit for meditation. But if you don't care about any posture, any movement during the days, and you sit one time a day before bed, you will see the difference. You see the difference between to be mindful every moment and just to be mindful only at the time of sitting meditation. You see the difference. You see that the benefits of being mindful at the present moment, at every moment during the day, can help you get to get into meditation, get into concentration very easily.
Mm.
Uh, The mindfulness and the concentration is different. Mindfulness means you be aware with any moment, not only when close your eye, when you close your eye, but
Mm.
any any activities that that you do every day that can combine together. The mindfulness and concentration can combine together to become more power in practice meditation.
Mm. So when we aware and mindful to bodily movement,
Mhm.
whatever we are doing, uh, it's become a collective meditation, right? To become a foundation, mindfulness foundation, to store power from uh, awareness to every movement in daily life, and what we call maha satipatthana, right? To become great mindfulness.
Yeah, it can help us to accumulate our
Accumulate.
mindfulness. Yeah,
Mm.
accumulate our mindfulness, to sharpen our mindfulness during the day. We call mahasatipatthana. Sati mean mindfulness, but if mindfulness is just a simple mindfulness, it's just a mere mindfulness. If you don't focus on it, if you don't be mindful at any moment. But in order to sharpen, to cultivate more mindfulness, we have to be aware at any moment during the day. Yeah.
Mm.
And this can help us to develop into insight knowledge, develop into the level of wisdom. This kind of wisdom is gained through practice of meditation. We call Pavana Maya Panya, the wisdom obtained through practice of meditation. And it can help to overcome defilements. Otherwise, we can live just, in daily life and like ordinary people. Mhm.
Mm. So shall we move to next question? Does the choice of borigam or the mental note words, okay, it's matter, it's necessary?
Actually, and any words that you use for repeating, for as you use as the mantra word, is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just for the basic, for the beginner who use the parikama word. For those who don't have who are not mindful enough, in order to be mindful, you have to use the word, parikama word, every moment. For example, whatever you do, you just putto, 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 putto. When you walk, you recite silently, putto. When you eat, putto. Even when you go to toilet, you putto. These words can help you to prevent yourself from thinking in a bad way, because the nature of the mind, it it goes here and there, and sometimes it thinks in the bad way. So the word putto can help you to prevent from this, from this kind of bad thinking, bad thought that may appear, may pops up into your mind at any time.
Okay.
And the
So
word, the
mhm.
parikama word, you can use any word. Maybe nama pata, maybe putto, maybe itipiso, maybe samma arhang or whatever, anything. Maybe arhang, arhang, anything.
Mm. Okay, so concern from this question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this question from Nang Ong Kam. Uh, how to how can I calm down my mind being getting stressed and overthinking even while doing meditation? Yes.
You don't need to. You don't need to what? Calm down my mind. It takes time. It takes time. Actually, at first, as a beginner, when you practice meditation, you will see your mind. You will see your thinking mind comes and go, comes and goes. It will pops up very often. So you don't need to be worried about this. When you practice very often, you will be mindful and catch up the thought, and you will think little by little, not too much thinking. Okay, it's it's good enough that you see, that you know that you are thinking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
For in daily life, nobody know. In daily life, in the time you don't practice meditation, you don't um, catch up your thinking. You can, you just let it go. You just let it comes to your mind.
So based on Chittanupassana, right, we have to
Just observe it.
contemplate
Mm-hmm.
thought in different characteristic. If
Mm-hmm.
you are dominating by the stress, uh, at that moment you feel that you so stressed, um, you worry, happy, unhappy, pleasant, unpleasant. Um, what a venerable guy is on, we have to know and contemplate, see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vipassana means uh, to see things as they are.
Mm-hmm.
We don't what we call form mental formation form that it's this is a bad because I cannot um, gather my mind, be one pointedness, my mind wandering around. So we just thinking by ourselves that it's not good, that we get distraction, but in actually we have to see as they are, right?
Actually, according to an Mahasi Sayadaw method,
Yes.
just to observe it.
Hmm.
When you're thinking a lot, you're just thinking, observe it. You know. Hmm.
Hmm. Until those distraction disappear,
Hmm.
or we just don't care about it and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
come back.
We don't need to care about it. We
Mm.
don't need to care
Oh,
about it.
okay.
For example,
Mm.
sometimes when you sit in the situation that very noisy situation,
Hmm.
very noisy is roaring, you just let it go. Be with yourself.
So what we are doing right now is more important, right? Our duties is
Mm-hmm.
to know um, our also we call the sensation,
Mm-hmm.
ears contact to the sound. We have to know only ear contact to the sound and
Mm-hmm.
come back to
Mm-hmm.
our foundation is
Mm-hmm.
body, come back to our concentration object. It's, yeah, that's the main
Maybe someone
foundation.
who just asked us is from Shan State, Myanmar, maybe.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
She lived in Thailand.
in Thailand.
Yeah, she's studying in university. She always have exchange in this Monkchat live
Yeah, good,
program.
good.
She asked
Yeah, good,
very most of very interesting question.
good,
Yes.
good, good.
So Ongkam, it's very famous name in Chan
Yeah, yeah,
State. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. How do you know that? I'm so surprised.
I know, because people who use Nang is the same with us.
I
Yeah,
see.
Nang. I
Okay.
guess that she's from Chan State.
Okay.
I'm good at guessing. I'm good at guessing people.
All right. We feel very grateful to get through many questions from audiences today, and we have learned also a lot from your question. Uh,
Hmm.
Understand it again, okay, and
Hmm.
tell to all of you as easy way as we can explain. So this is our um, a benefit when we give Dhamma talk. Sometimes we slowly understand some Dhamma as well. Okay. So anyway, this Monk Chat Facebook Live is provide weekly. Okay, on the weekend every Saturday, and during the uh, work day is on Tuesday, or sometime uh, we provide on radio instead of live stream it on Thursday. So I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, today we have been live streaming for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Uh, Last and final, I also would like to, in let's say, give more chance to Prajan Sanyade to give final speech before we finished this live, and we will see next each other next week. Mhm. Yes.
So, as today we are talking about the useful of technology
Yes.
and the harmful of technology as well. So, the advantage and disadvantage of using technologies like social media, how to be mindful with using the internet, how to select it, how to select um, the news, especially
Mhm.
which one is good, which one is bad. Otherwise, we let it to come into our hearts to cloud our thoughts. And the second part, we talk about meditation techniques in order to develop our mental power, I provide some kind of meditation techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and any kinds of meditation techniques has the same purpose. That's
Yes.
to concentrate and to calm our mind to use in our daily life in order to overcome our stress, in order to um, be mindful, and the final goal for practicing meditation is to overcome our kilesa or defilements, to be happy. The purpose is to be happy. So in order to live happily, we have to practice meditation very often. So thank you very
Okay.
much. Yeah.
So I'm very thanks to Venerable Sanyadet Wongsopa to dedicate your time for almost 1 hour and 15 minutes with us, with people from all over the world who are watching us right now. Okay. Uh, I hope okay that you will have more chance to join us. Okay, next week or next time whenever you are free to be our guider. Yes, very useful what you have been explaining. So we will finish this Facebook Live now. I wish also Venerable Sanyade to be healthy and to be um, more peaceful and success what you uh, have an intention to do. And also wish to all the audiences, all the people to free from all the bad thing, all the unwholesome thing and bad deeds, and wish everyone from now on to have a wonderful life, success in your life, have a prosperity in your life forever. Uh, for today, good night and goodbye. See you next time.
See you next
Sadhu.
time.
Thank you. Sadhu, Ajahn.